Welcome to our swordfish, zucchini, red onions, and mixed peppers kebabs with fresh lemon and romesco, with the crispy quinoa with chickpeas, carrots, and green onions. Okay, so you're going to want to start this meal by preheating your oven to 350 degrees. And before you start skewering, let's soak those skewers in a little bit of warm water for about 10 minutes. So we're going to take a sheet tray, line it with parchment, spray it with a little bit of hand spray. So now we're all set and ready to skewer your kebabs. You're going to want to remove your skewers from the water and then simply skewer your vegetables and your fish onto the skewers in any order you like. Your fish has been marinated in just some fresh herbs and a little bit of salt and pepper. One important note to make is to make sure you wash your hands really well or change your gloves once you go into the seasoning process of your kebabs, so that way you're not cross-contaminating all of your things with the raw fish. This week, if you chose the vegetarian bundle, you're simply going to do the same thing. You're just going to skewer your vegetables with your vegetarian protein onto the skewers and basically go the exact same way about seasoning. Once you're finished skewering all of your vegetables and fish, if there's any vegetables left over, you can simply roast them on the same pan. And then it's kind of that same style of the sheet tray fajitas and sheet tray meals that we've done in the past. This meal can also be done just like that, simply taking all of your ingredients and adding the olive oil, the fresh lemon, and a little salt and pepper and tossing that around. You can have the same meal minus one step of the skewering. It's kind of up to you. So in your bundle, you're going to have a lemon this week, and you're going to take that lemon and cut it in half. You can juice the lemon and then sprinkle the juice over your kebabs and vegetables, or you can squeeze the lemon through your fingers, just slightly opened up, just enough for the juice, and then your fingers actually catch all of the seeds that come out of the lemon. So as you can see on my tray, I have two different techniques going on here. I've got our kebabs, and then I also have the vegetables and any leftover fish on the back side that are just going to roast by themselves. So I'm going to season again with the lemon juice, a little olive oil, and salt. Make sure to get olive oil all over the kebabs just so they don't dry out. And that's another reason why I love the squeeze bottle with the olive oil in it, because you can really deliberately place that olive oil exactly where you need it. You're going to put your kebabs in the oven, and they are going to bake anywhere from 18 to 25 minutes. So now we're going to prepare our crispy chickpeas and quinoa. We're going to start by turning our pan on to medium-high heat. It's really important it's nice and hot so that it can crisp up the chickpeas. Put a good amount of olive oil on the bottom of your pan. Add the chickpeas. The chickpeas also have a little diced carrot and green onion. And as you can see, when it's hitting the oil, we're getting a nice sear on those chickpeas. We're going to add a little bit of salt, a little bit more olive oil. And this cooking process here is pretty continuous for a good 5 to 6 minutes. You're going to want to use a heat-safe spatula or your tongs to keep those chickpeas moving in the pan, and you can even go a little longer and cook as long as 8 to 10 minutes and really get a nice brown and crisp on the chickpeas. The more brown they are, the more texture and toastiness you're going to have. And once you get to the desired texture and color of your chickpeas, you're going to add the quinoa. Once I add the quinoa, the heat is still pretty high. We're still at a medium to a medium-high heat. We're going to move that quinoa around, add a little bit more oil, a little bit more salt, and just cook until everything is nice and hot all the way through, and your carrots are tender and your chickpeas are just a touch crispy. Okay, so once your kebabs are all done, you're going to place those on top of your crispy quinoa and chickpeas, and then garnish with the romesco sauce. I would suggest having this romesco sauce at either room temperature or just heating it on the stove in a saucepan or in the microwave for about 30 seconds before garnishing your fish kebabs. Adding that now to your finished kebabs makes a insanely beautiful and colorful meal. Hope that you enjoy your swordfish kebabs or your vegetarian kebabs over crispy quinoa with enjoy.